Alaska, 1900. Logan, a solitary figure in the rugged wilderness, emerged from the frigid depths of an ice-covered beaver lodge. He had expertly skinned the animals, their pelts now wrapped tightly around him. In this remote northern territory, solitude was a welcome choice. With his freshly caught game in tow, he made his way to a nearby cave, his makeshift fortress in this harsh landscape. A century had passed, but Logan still preferred isolation from humanity at any cost. However, the tranquility was disrupted as a ship arrived, slicing through the serene, snow-covered landscape. From its metallic hull emerged none other than the Predator, a relentless interstellar hunter. It began scanning the surroundings, soon leading it to the frozen remains of one of its own, covered in spears and arrows. The locals had evidently played a part in the Predator's demise, and it was now on the hunt for revenge. Elsewhere, Logan ventured into town, a place he seldom visited. His destination was the Scar, a post inhabited mostly by loggers, trappers and miners. His visits were typically brief, reserved for gathering supplies or the occasional drink. Inside a dimly lit bar, he caught the attention of an old woman engaged in conversation with a desperate man in search of someone audacious enough to undertake a perilous task. Unperturbed by the man's advances, Logan tried to ignore him. Yet the man persisted, buying him drink after drink until a bottle stood before him. Wolverine was not interested in conversation, but when two locals noticed the furs he had brought and suspected hidden treasures, they grew covetous. The situation escalated as one of them brandished a gun. In a flash, Logan shattered a bottle against one man's face and used a chair's legs to strike the other. He swiftly disarmed one and drove a knife into another's foot. The man with the gun fired wildly, missing Logan. In a display of remarkable ferocity, Logan incapacitated both assailants before leaving the bar. The man with the proposal pursued Logan, impressed by his prowess. He revealed that his son had been kidnapped and was being held for ransom, which was why he sought Logan's help. Meanwhile, the Predator roamed the snow-covered mountains, targeting wildlife from mountain goats to cougars and even killer whales. Returning to its base, it noticed a thin plume of smoke in the distance, leading it to a native village nestled among the trees. Its cloaked presence went unnoticed as it prepared to strike. Back in the blizzard, Logan and his newfound companion ventured deeper into the wilderness, their horses growing increasingly agitated. They stumbled upon gruesome scenes of skinned and hung people, whom Logan recognized as the harmonious natives he respected. This discovery infuriated him, but he remained unaware of the Predator lurking in the shadows. Approaching a cabin with flickering lights and a roaring fire, Logan kicked open the door, swiftly dispatching 4 men inside. Before he could inquire about his location, he was shot in the back by the man who had hired him, a former ally turned traitor. The man intended to leave, but his head exploded from a shot, revealing the presence of the Predator, who then engaged in combat with Wolverine. In the ensuing struggle, the Predator was wounded and revealed its face, while Wolverine shattered his claws on one hand. The Predator managed to impale Wolverine with a spear before tending to its own injuries. Wolverine, wounded but alive, limped away, believing the bear he had encountered earlier had dealt with the Predator. Outside, the Predator, carrying the severed head of the bear, emerged from the cave, signaling that the battle was far from over. Many years later, in the dense jungles of South America, Wolverine had joined forces with Team X, a group of skilled operatives that included Sabretooth. Their mission was to suppress a guerrilla force planning a coup deep in the heart of the jungle. However, upon their arrival, they stumbled upon the remains of one of the guerrilla force, skinned and hanging. It was a gruesome sight that triggered a buried recollection of the Predator, a relentless hunter from the past. Now 5 Predators materialized from their cloaked forms, ready to face Team X in a showdown amidst the unforgiving jungle. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like and hit the notification bell. With that said, hope to see you here next time.